Get rid of the League, then TFT. Oh. Yeah, I got you, bro. Is that better? Did it work? Are we chilling?
Death should never be quick. It should be an opera.
Make it bigger? Ah, true! True! There we go. That's better. That's what I like to see.
I cannot be good. I must be.
Can you imagine if you just made it so big it was just a blue bar on the screen? Somebody comes in, they're like, what the fuck is the blue bar? I'm like, oh, I'm in queue. Can you imagine? Wow, he actually barriered. I mean, there's a chance Shaco ganks bot at level 3. Ooh, I'm bad. Shaco's one of those champs that can gank bot pretty easily early. Because he does his first 3 camps really fast, right? Yeah, he's bot right now. See? Easy peasy. We knew there was a chance he'd be bot.
If blood came in more colors. This art is a compulsion. I cannot resist it.
We need to get this wave shoved in. That Shaco gank put us really low HP. Oh my god, I'm just getting railed. We need help getting this wave in if Fiddle can help us. Well, I don't want to gank. I just want to, like... Oh, yeah, not too bad. Here, push the wave. What we care about most right now is crashing this wave and getting a reset. Okay.
Art requires a certain cruelty.
Very interesting. There's a lot of shit going on here. See how I'm kind of focusing on the wave rather than going over to where my team is fighting? This is pretty much because if I walk over to where they're fighting right now, I'd have to walk through the MF and the Sona, right? And I really don't want to do that. I'm okay with backing here. I can get my Swifties and then head back to lane. I'm not going to actually miss too much because Swifties gives me too much movement speed. So I'm just going to get back. We're going to essentially... probably miss like 1 or 2 minions, but we'll have good tempo on the next wave. Going tier 2 boots on Jhin isn't actually ever that bad. Like, if you can go Swifties early, it's a pretty big spike because... Jin's one of these champs that's getting like the early 20 AD is nice, but it's not like necessary because he's like got a lot of just damage in his abilities and how he plays the game with like spacing. So I'd rather get the fucking early boots, and now I can also run people down as well. So like if I get ganked by Shaco, for example, right? The Swifties will help with the slow from the E. And we'll also have the extra movement speed to kite and then re-engage after the gank. Like, after the gank fail, we'll be able to run away. And then re-engage easier. Like, right now, I'm almost positive Shaco's bot. And then we just do this, right? So you can kind of see that, like, right there, Shaco's gank was pretty much irrelevant, right? They couldn't really slow me because I have the Swifties. Oh, he's back. I'm going to W the Shaco, and we're just going to kite back. I don't know if I can actually do anything here. Yeah, I mean, that's like a ridiculously hard play to make. Like, that's a very, very, very hard play to make. I think Yasuo made a mistake, though. I think he should have just ulted the Shaco, because he knocked the Shaco up. And I think when he knocked the Shaco up, he could have just ulted him and he would have killed him. Ooh, this is so awkward. Like, I want to help my teammate here. I have ulti, so I can help, but we don't have vision. Okay, I'm gonna recall here. And if they go to, like, try and kill him, I'm just gonna ulti. Alright, cool. Yeah, this is a weird game. We're getting kind of like... Ooh. This is a very, very, very awkward game for us bot. Because we keep absorbing a lot of Shaco ganks, right? Like, we're absorbing a ton of the pressure without dying. The problem is every time he ganks, it puts me, like, a wave behind. Because I have to back on a bad timer every gank he does. Because he's still ganking, so I'm, like, absorbing pressure. And then after that happens, if we don't get help after that... we're gonna, like, naturally be a little bit behind. Our other lanes should naturally be ahead, though. Yeah, like, look at the jungler, right? The jungler's got a 2-level lead and a 35 CS lead on the enemy Shaco, right? So because Shaco's failed 2 gank spot, because we didn't die to those ganks, our jungler is really, really far ahead. Sometimes you gotta just take the Ws where you can get them. Like, oh, my jungler, you know, isn't helping, but hey. At least he's ahead. Here we see Shaco mid. Trying to stay close enough to the tower that I can get the plate. There we go. Not bad.
I wonder what they think when they see me.
Alright, my Senna's roaming, which means I'm gonna back up so I don't get caught by, like, weird shit. When your support roams, you also want to make sure that you are not in a spot that you can, get abused on the roam for. So, like, don't be far enough up they can, like, slow you and run you down. Don't be far enough up that they can, like... But also don't be so far back that you can't interact with them when you need to. You can see, like, I'm still not getting zoned off CS and things like that. I mean, I'm just gonna die, so I'm trying to not give Zed an assist. Because, I mean, I was dead regardless because I don't have flash. I think Fiddle went too soon. What he should have done is waited until we had the wave in, then ulted. But yeah, he went a little bit too soon, and he kind of fucked the entire gank.
I get nervous before every performance, but I need that feeling.
But yeah, we're getting the shaft this game. Basically, every bad thing that's happening, we're stopping how bad it is. But we're getting fucked because our teammates are making like very small mistakes. But it's like you can't really, you know, you just kind of go with the flow. It is what it is. Sometimes, you know, team game, you'll get fucked when your teammates make mistakes. It is what it is.
If I get this outfit dirty, I'm going to be so...
Nice, my teammates are doing work. My job is just trying to be as strong as I can with as little resources as possible this game. I can never walk up to this MF and fight her. She's got, once she hits the Bloodthirster spike, you can never fight her anymore. As Jhin. Not unless you, like, set up with your team or something. Because I basically just can't ever break her BT. She has too much lifesteal. The good news, though, is, like, she can never beat me either, right? So when we're getting into fights like this, or when we're having things like this happen in the game, like, she can't kill me and I can't kill her. We're just in, like, this stalemate. So we can just keep farming. She can't deny me. I can't deny her. We're just gonna have to pray that mid-game we can get some good teamwork going on from the homies. That's actually huge. That is huge. If we can get the second dragon, we're in such a good spot. I don't think we should be fighting this. I'm gonna go get my Shiv. I wonder if this is warded. Alright, I went back to go get my item, even though there might have been a fight brewing. There's really no reason for me to stay in the lane there if I have, like, that much gold and there's nothing happening. Wow. I mean, this guy's just dead, no? I think he ran to Senna. He actually had that. Senna was on her way.
Everyone wears a mask. I just chose to create my own.
Well, I whiffed that, didn't I? Ah, it's so hard to, like, get in there with my fourth shot. We can do this now.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Yeah, we can pull it back.
You will fall. You've awoken some deep inside me.
You see, like, I don't need to be at the dragon longer than the wave, so I'm always trying to min-max as much gold as I can possibly get. Remember, there's never a reason to not be, like, min-maxing your gold to the best you can. If you don't need to be in an objective, like they can get it without you, you should, as the AD carry, your job is like, no, don't miss cannon. I should actually go mid. All right, so we can drop this bot turret. I don't want to, but we can. Because I want to be top. It's 16 minutes, right? When you find a back timer like this, I want to be on top side of the map right now because there's a good chance that the enemy team's going to try and do a rift. And there it is. Nice. So always remember, you should be thinking actively about what you're doing in every single game you play, even as AD carry. Because you want to figure out where to be on the map at certain times to make it easier or harder for like the enemy to play or your team to play. You're noticing, like, I back a lot when I'm low HP. If there's nothing for me to, like, actively do on the map, I might as well just back, right? Because I have Swifties and I'm Jhin, so I have a lot of extra movement speed, so I'm just kind of walking mid. I push the wave, the next wave isn't here yet, and I can go get, like, a Zeal. So, honestly, it's like I could sit mid and be like, oh, I don't want to just back for Zeal here. But if there's really no reason not to back, I don't see a reason to sit in the lane at like half HP.
My audience.
An enemy has been slain.
All right, so for mid prio, you always want to be pushed. You want to try and like clear this as fast as possible so that you have more time to do stuff on the map. Like, now that I push mid, I can rotate down to bot here and help my team because there's a play being made on bot. Right? So now we can rotate bot. And even though nothing happened, the simple fact that I was there basically, like, deters them from fighting us. So if something did happen, I would have been there first before the MF and I would have been able to play it. A lot of the time, people undervalue just their ability to, like, be in the fucking... Like, people undervalue all the stuff of, like, them just being in the right place at the right time and how it impacts the enemy's movement on the map. Like, right now, MF has 20 more CS than me, and she's, like... It looks like she's doing well. But, in reality, every choice that's happened this game, we're like, we didn't die to Shaco. Right? Like, we... Senna got to roam and I didn't die. Like, she got other people. Like, all of these little mini choices, they all lead up to, like, the fact that we have a giant team lead because we didn't die at certain timers in the game. And that's something that you have to get used to just being okay with, like, that's your win con sometimes. Like, my top's doing wonderful. My mid's doing wonderful. And games like this, like, don't get me wrong, these are boring as shit, okay? Like, I would much prefer to have 30 kills and be popping off, but, like, you just don't get to do that sometimes. Sometimes you're the guy who just walks up and hits W. You can go help the homie. I mean, I'm just gonna keep putting traps down near walls and chokes and stuff like that too. Like, I think my traps have gotten like 3 flashes so far. Even though they haven't really gotten any kills yet, getting flashes leads to kills later. Alright, I'm gonna push this, and then I'm gonna go back and grab my RFC. Alright, we're gonna go get RFC, and then we'll get back on the map ASAP, so we can go to go to Baron with my team. And then we just play around Baron, and we just play around...
Where's the drama in that?
We just play around trying to make sure we can keep our lead, and Dragon Baron play, keep up farm, etc.
I am a singer without a voice, a dancer without legs.
I'm gonna keep my 4th shot. Back off, dodge the E. We go back, we push a mid wave. I'm gonna pink this so they don't have vision of it.
I am at my best.
Oh, that's not good. Not bad. Now again, I'm gonna walk over here. I'm gonna stay in range. Like, I'm staying in range so that I can follow up on these plays, but I also don't want to be close enough that they can actually engage on me. And if you notice, I'm hovering back a lot. To go to that bush that we had pink warded, right? I think something that goes pretty undervalued in a lot of games that you play is just the idea that you can drop in and out of vision really, really easily. And you dropping in and out of vision is really, really annoying for the enemy team. Because if you drop out of vision as they're like trying to do a combo, right? Now they either have to like overcommit to finish you off, and then they die, or they... or you can just live, and then now they have to like worry about you being alive. It's a really, really, really obnoxious little thing that you can always remember, is that like vision is very, very, very annoying in little fights. Alright, I'm gonna go Last Whisper this game instead of IE. Even though like they're all, you can see that they're all squishy targets, right? But I think I want to get a Mortal Reminder, because they do have a lot of base armor, and we don't have any anti-healing yet. So I kind of want to be the guy who's like, my entire goal this game is just assist my team, because we have enough damage, right? Like Yasuo doesn't have damage, Urgot doesn't have damage. So I want to be the guy who's like getting all the stuff that we need to actually win the game in this game. Like, I don't want somebody to live, because Sona healed them at 1 HP. But I mean, sometimes you just don't get to play the game. Right? Like, this is our game, this game. We absorbed all the ganks, didn't die. Farmed well enough to do our job. It is what it is. That's just how it works sometimes as an AD carry.